Probably going to hate this one, but here we go. Welcome to the Rebuild. It's where faith meets frameworks. Divorced dads. Here we go. I'm Anthony Thompson, the founder of Divorced Dads of America. If you're ready to rebuild your confidence and peace, join the Unsent, our school group, our community, all the frameworks, a lot of the systems I'm talking about today are going to be in there. If you haven't followed us on Instagram, Divorced Dads of America, get in there every day. There's something, literally coaching frameworks and systems that I deliver and dish out to get you to the place where you need to be. The best is yet to come. We're going to rebuild 1 million divorced dads, transforming their life and their legacy. That is the mission. That is the goal. That's what we're building each and every day. And this week is going to be a tough one for you. This episode might be a smack in the face. But here we go. A client told me, said, Anthony, I forgive her. I look weak. If I forgive her, I look weak, he says. I smiled and I said, no, forgiveness isn't surrender, it's a strategy. In 1777, George Washington pardoned Charles Lee after public betrayal. That forgiveness kept the army unified. It changed history. Forgiveness is not for them. It's for your mission. It's for what is next. It's for your children to see who you're becoming. You're showing them. And even more than that, I don't even want you to think of it as a strategy. I want you to think of it as eliminating the weights and the burdens and the emotional weight, the mindset, the mental blenders, all of those things. It's why the Lord's Prayer says, forgive us this day as we forgive those who trespass against us, who sin against us. The Bible talks about many things in there about forgiving your enemies. This isn't about losing respect. This is about building and becoming the man you're called, the man you are, the man in the arena, the leader, the next gen, everything that you are building out next. This is where it starts. It is one of the hardest things to do. And I know dads say it all the time. No, I forgive him and I do this, and no, it's all good. Here's how you know you forgive somebody. The number one book, it's in the Unsent group. It's in there. There's a few resources in there that I go through in there. The number one book, every dad I talk to, I recommend forgiveness. It's step one. R.T. Kendall is the author. It's called Total Forgiveness. Get it? I read it every day. I still read it every day. Why? Because forgiveness is not a one-time thing. It is a daily thing. It is a repetition. Because you can't just all of a sudden let go of, 5, 10, 15, 20 years, maybe with the person that was the most important person in your life. And if you don't forgive, if you don't let that go, you will be stuck. You will hold those things back. What does forgiveness look like? I don't have time to get into it. Read the book, get into the Unsent group and program, but there is protocols and systems for exactly how to know you have totally forgiven somebody. I'll give it to you like this. When you are able to pray for them and bless them that they are further along, better off than you are starting to get close to total forgiveness. That's what I want to talk about today. I want to give you a few systems. I want to give you a challenge. I want to give you a few questions. I want to empower you. I want to equip you. I want to put down real truths, straight chaser. And you take it and you do what you need to do. So here's a thought that happens. If I forgive, they win, right? So many things. If you haven't seen the post I did on Instagram about this was one of the biggest posts I ever did, millions and millions of views. And it was really about doing one thing that would blow your ex's mind. And this is the one thing. It is total forgiveness. This is not a competition. This is not you versus your former spouse. Here's how to take that irrational belief of I forgive, they win. You replace it with truth. I forgive so that I can focus. I forgive so I can build my future. I forgive so that I can show my children what a man is supposed to be. I forgive because Christ has forgiven me. The neuroscience behind this, the data behind this, says the functional MRI studies show that forgiveness reduces the amygdala reactivity by 40%. 40% of that reaction that you get so many times. What does that mean? That means that you'll have more peace. That means stress will go down, anxiety will go down, worry will go down. Your physical health will actually change because of this. Some of the positive psychology data goes like this. Forgiveness correlates with better self-esteem and relationships. You know what that means, guys? That means that if and when you're ready for another partner in your life, that you have the right self-esteem, you have the discipline in place, you have the inner fortitude, the inner strength, the inner character, all of those things, not just for you, but for your children. This isn't just about you. I know you want to get the money. I know you want to get revenge. I know you want to get even. But holding on to unforgiveness is like pouring poison into a glass and drinking it. It kills you. It kills you. The science shows it. The health studies show it. And you and I both know that it's holding you back. Luke 23:34 says, Father, forgive them. Jesus on the cross, forgive them, for they know not what they do. He could have called down legions of angels to say, you know what, I'm out. Forget this. These people are ungrateful. He said, forgive them, for they know not what they do. I want to give you a little application, a little study. I really want you, this is going to take you, turn the TV off and everything off. Sitting with your thoughts, sitting with yourself, sitting within that empty house. I know how hard it is. And asking yourself, this is what the FAST framework looks like. First, you got to focus. Identify where you confuse forgiveness with reconciliation. Forgiveness is not even you going to the other person and saying, I forgive you. That's not what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is you. You don't need to try and one-up them. Oh, I forgive you for being fill in the blank. I forgive you for you being rude, you being whatever. I forgive you for being an idiot. No, that's not what it is. It's you going to the Lord saying, you know what? I forgive them. I forgive them that they did that. I forgive them. Instead of, and not reconciliation. Many of you guys are trying to get back sometimes with your ex. Forgive them. That doesn't mean that you reconcile with them. That doesn't mean that you earn something back from them. This is simply you letting go, letting the weights and getting it out. Accountability. Who needs your forgiveness so that you can stop carrying the burden? Who needs your forgiveness? You know, many of you, not just your former partner, but there's other people around this whirlwind of divorce that you may be holding on to unforgiveness. I know for me, when this all happened, I lost friends. I lost relationships. I thought that I had all of these people that were going to come and help. And guess what? Man, less than 5 maybe reached out to me. Less than 5. How you doing? Are you okay? How's things? And you know what? Other people showed up that I had no idea that were concerned with this. But I needed to forgive those that I thought were going to be there in my corner. And I was wrong. I was wrong for that. They didn't owe that to me. That didn't matter to me. And to be honest, in many of those cases, being alone and being with the Lord was more rewarding and brought more character and brought more strength in my life than any person could have. Because instead of relying on connections and network and people, I just relied on the Lord. And it was hard, and it was lonely, and it was dark, and it was terrible. But man, I sure did get more close with what the Bible said about me, about my identity, about who I was, about who I am, about raising my children, about just showing up no matter what. Strategy, forgive internally and rebuild the boundaries externally. That's what you got to do. And transformation is about this. You lead better when your heart isn't a prison cell. You know it and I know it. Here's the challenge and the reflection. Write a letter that you'll never send. Release it through prayer or just light it on fire. Sometimes just write that letter of forgiveness. Write that letter. Sometimes it's writing a forgiveness to yourself. I forgive you. Write it. There's been times when I've done that and I've taken a rock and I've thrown it. Here you go. I'm done with this. I'm letting it go. I'm releasing it. Sometimes people, you can burn it. Do the same thing. Let it go. Release it. It's not for you anymore. There's freedom in this. There's a better way. The best is yet to come for you. And here's a couple questions to get you digging a little bit further. 1, what part of you still benefits from the anger? Ask yourself, what part really benefits from this anger? 2, how much energy are you losing defending a story that's already over? You can be right or you can have peace, but you can't have both. How much energy are you losing on this? Number 3, who would you be if you stopped protecting your pain like it's a treasure? Who would you be? Who would you become? What do you need to let go of? What do you need to put that in the past? It's done. Forgiveness, it's over. Step into the man you're becoming. Step into it. Take the step. It's hard. The obstacle is the way. Everything is hard, so choose the hard that you want. I'm rooting for you. I'm with you. 2 options. Ascent group. A lot of these systems and frameworks. Group with me weekly. Ask questions. If you're not following Divorce Dads of America on Instagram, do it. Get in there. Let me know. I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what's going on. What's most pressing? I'm talking to 1,000 of you guys every single month. So what's not a couple more? Let's rebuild. Let's do this. Let's defy the odds. We're transforming 1 million divorced dads, rebuilding their life and the next generation. God bless you. I'll see you in the next one.